It's a beautiful world, everybody their channel.
Hi, my name is Barney, and this channel is all about transgender and crossdresser.
Hello there, welcome back here in this channel, and for today's special episode, we have this stunning transgender woman from Canada that would share her experience in crossing the borderline when she decided to visit the USA. If it sounds so interesting to you, please do consider to like, subscribe, share this one to all of your friends that they might know we have this channel, and please don't forget to leave a comment below. And if you want to be part of this growing family and have an exclusive video from this channel, well, simply click the join button below and follow the instruction. And now it is our time to listen to this very interesting transgender story for today. So all you have to do, relax, sit back, and enjoy. And now we're going to give the time to her. Here she is.
Everyone's sharing their story as a Canadian going into the US with the whole thing that's going on. So I thought that I would come on here and share mine as a Canadian from Canada. So my best friend is from LA, so I go to LA a lot, and I was going for Coachella. I was planning to go. I had all my outfits planned, so I was like really excited. But then everyone was telling me like, oh, you shouldn't be going into the US as a Canadian, it's like really bad. And then I would see all these TikToks of people, like actual Canadians with normal jobs, like I'm an influencer, like I feel like that's worse, they said, if you have like an out of common job. So she got like detained or something. She got put aside for like 7 days. She had to sleep on the fucking concrete. Could never do that. So I was really tweaking. I was keeping my options open, but I was still going to Mexico for my friend's birthday. So I was like, I'm going out of the country anyway, so might as well just like go from Mexico to the US. So I'm flying alone, and I was stopping into Toronto. And everyone knows the Toronto airport is insane. It's really scary. They're so intense. I don't know why. So I was on a psych one. I was really scared. I just had this installed, like this fucking bust down, like hair extensions in my head, so I look like I do something else for work. Anyways, it's just like assumptions. I look like a high quality that, and I don't do that, and there's nothing wrong with doing it, but I don't do it. And they are like really against that, and they always assume that girls that look like this or have like a specific look do it, and they're gonna pull you aside. Every fucking pretty girl I know get pulled aside and miss their flight. So I was kind of tweaking. I was about to go to the customs, go in line, and then the guy I'm gonna have, he's right in front of me, and I'm like, oof, I don't think he's gonna be nice to me. So I go on the right to this other guy that looked really sweet, and then he just starts talking to me, and he's like asking me all these questions, like, you know, as usual, but with a very weird ass tone. I was kind of shaking. I was stressed. I don't know why. It just stresses me out. And they're asking me all these questions like, who bought your flight? Why did you go to Mexico? I was like, oh, for my friend's birthday. And they were like, oh, how do you know your friends? And I was like, oh, I know them from connections. So I'm like, I'm too stressed to explain all that. So I just said school. And then he was like, what school did you go to? I told my school. And he's like, oh, what school did they go to? And I'm like, well, the same school. And he's like, what are their names? And I'm like, oh, fuck, I just lied. I was like freaking out. It didn't go anywhere, but it just like stopped randomly. And then he asked me what time is my flight. I just look at my boarding pass, and I was so stressed out. When I'm stressed, I literally think like a blonde, and it was a 2-number like time, so I said the wrong time in like a 1-number version. Love that. So anyways, he let me go, and then there was a second step that I had to do, and this one guy, he was worse. Okay, he was like asking me the same questions again, and he's just like asked me different questions and like pressuring me and whatever and giving me attitude, and I was like, oh my god, this is not happening. Then he literally is like, okay, you can go, not that way, the other way. I'm like, what do you mean the other way? Everyone's going that way. And he's like, this way. And there's another person I had to talk to. They were like targeting me. He was really sweet, but he was asking me the same questions again. And then he was like, why were you in Mexico? So then he's like, you can go on the left. So then I start walking, and I turn right because, you know, my dumbass was like really stressed, and I was, you know, at this point. And then he starts screaming, left, left, you have to go left. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god. It was so insane. And then I go left, and I'm literally at the door, and the guy's like, hey, did you see someone? And I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. I'm like, yes, I saw like the guy over there. He's like, come with me. I'm like, what the hell? What is happening? I was literally hyperventilating We go see the same guy, and I'm like, oh, that's who I saw. And he's like, okay, you need to cross here. And I'm like, okay. So I cross here. I go back. It was the same way. The guy literally made me like do a whole, oh my god, I don't know what they have against me, but it's insane. Like, and I didn't even go into the US. I missed Coachella because that was terrifying, and there was no way that I was going to cross the US border after that happened. Like, oh my god, so much anxiety. So they owe me a Lady Gaga and Charlie XCX concert ticket.
Hello, hello, it's a beautiful world here in Barney Bear Channel. Welcome.
Hi guys, this is Rika, and don't forget to subscribe
Subscribe now to Barney Bear's channel. Anak ko yan.
Raise your flag.